This 10-pound brick is the Mamiya RB67. If you didn't already know, it's a medium format film camera with a rotating back so you can shoot portraits and landscapes without having to turn the entire camera body. This fella is my friend Ryan, and if you didn't know, again, Ryan lives in St. Louis, and with me being in Nashville, we don't get to see each other very often. So we decided to meet in the middle one weekend, placing us right here, in the Shawnee National Forest right on the border of Missouri and Illinois. If you like bugs and rather poorly maintained primitive campsites, then boy is this little pocket of the country for you. Ryan had picked himself up 2 RB67s and was kind enough to let me borrow one throughout the trip, so thanks Ryan. We met up late in the afternoon and began working on a little campfire dinner.
Did you get sausage? Yeah. Nice. There was a sausage shop on the way here, dude.
As we were waiting for things to heat up, I took the opportunity to learn just a little bit more about my partner for the weekend. No, not Ryan, the camera. The only problem is the film was already loaded from a previous trip and Ryan had forgotten what film it was, so the first shots were definitely metered incorrectly. Spoiler alert, I had Ektar 100, and I had assumed it was a 400 ISO film like HP5. Don't worry, the pictures get better, I swear. Anyway, by the time dinner was done, we had pretty much run out of light and decided to go to bed early so we could catch those sweet pastel dawn colors you saw in the intro, but not before taking one little long exposure of the stars.
It is now 5 a.m. and we are working on the most important part of the day, the coffee.
5 a.m. baby.
5 a.m. baby. Chef?
Yeah, nice.
When the sun had finally peeked out, we made our way to the fields to grab some shots and were pleasantly surprised by all the fog that was coming through. These first shots I set up were the last few of that roll of Ektar, so after popping the back and realizing the errors of my ways, I actually metered correctly and took these.
I always talk about headroom, what about footroom?
Now, I know you're seeing this and thinking, wait a minute, isn't the video called medium format in the middle of nowhere? And to that I say, shut up. You only get 10 shots per roll on the 6x7 format, so I brought the 35 just so I could get pictures of anything I wanted without having to worry about running out of film. When the fog had lifted, we drove ourselves to a nice little town right on the border called Cape Girardeau.
You looking cool, son.
We spent a good chunk of the morning just walking around the city, enjoying the good weather and cute spots the town had to offer. So I was kind of under the impression that Cinestill 800T was really only good for nighttime shooting. I was so wrong.
You could look at me, it's okay.
I'm also pretty pleased with how Ektar came out. This was my first time shooting that film stock, and I kinda like how the colors came out, even if they are a little bit oversaturated.
You ever wanna just pick a pub?
Remember this pub for later. When we had seen enough, we began driving towards our actual destination, Cairo, Illinois.
No, it's not Cairo.
Cairo was a really interesting town. It was one of those booming river communities that just essentially disappeared. Now all that's left is ruins and a few people that decided to stick around.
We just found an abandoned medical center and Russell's about to take a picture of me. Oh yeah, baby. Always on that B-roll.
B-roll grind.
Unfortunately, we were there in the middle of the day, so the lighting wasn't the best, but I still think we got some good compositions. Our exploration led us to some sort of processing plant called Bung, so naturally we had to check that out. Both of us had exhausted our rolls, so Ryan loaded up with some Lomachrome Metropolis.
What's up, YouTube?
This isn't the intro.
While I threw in some fresh Fuji Pro 400H. We stuck around and shot until we were completely exhausted and hungry, and exhaustion and hunger can only lead you to one place.
We made it to the pub. Cheers.
Katie O'Farrell's is a pretty good pub. When we were all finished up, we decided to just wait until sunset and explore the area. And we ended up finding a fire tower with a convenient hole in the fence.
Don't get tetanus, Russell.
What?
Really outdone myself this time. The problem is it's like so... Stop it, Rudy.
When we were all out of light, we cooked up some food and went straight to bed. The next morning, we woke up and made ourselves a breakfast of champions.
Alright, beans and toast.
Beans and toast.
You wanna?
Yeah, dude.
As I was laboring away at the campfire, Ryan decided to get a portrait of me watching over the beans. I think it's an awesome composition, though I do wish I didn't look like a pissed off mushroom. After breakfast, we packed our things and made our way to our next campsite at Garden of the Gods, but not before getting one banger of a shot of the sunlight filtering through the trees. The next campsite was pretty incredible, in the sense it didn't have as many bugs and had a lot more to see.
Yeah, this lighting's no good. You're my subject. I'm gonna subjectify you. film this guy taking pictures of me.
Yeah. Right. Can you do something like this?
Oh, yeah.
Turns out Garden of the Gods is sprouting some pissed off mushrooms as well. Unfortunately, we didn't really arrive at prime light hours, as you can see, so we decided to scour the neighboring towns for beer.
In E-Town.
Now this is just nice, having a bud with this view.
After sitting at the overlook and drinking arguably too much, we set off to try to get some golden hour pictures on the rocks.
What's up, YouTube?
Please don't try this at home, but I thought it'd be a cool shot to get me on top of the Camel Head rock that the area is known for. So while drunk and barefoot, I climbed my way to the top of it. Unfortunately, the shot came out a little blurry and then I promptly got stuck. I'm sure there's some sort of lesson in there somewhere. But while I was waiting for Ryan to come to my rescue, I grabbed this shot since I had such a nice view. Then I just enjoyed the sunset until I was able to down climb safely. Thoroughly exhausted, we went back to camp for our final night. The next morning was another early one to try and get some nice orange light from sunrise. I think I've discovered that Fuji Pro is a little too flat for my liking in the early morning shots. On the other hand, Cinestill really seems to thrive. I love that classic red halation that Cinestill gives to the highlights. With our morning shots wrapped up, we sealed all our film rolls.
That was too much. That was too much.
And said our farewells. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching. This was my first time ever shooting medium format film, and I think, unfortunately for my wallet, I'm in love with it. If you wouldn't mind liking the video, it really helps the channel to grow, and subscribe if you'd like to see more stuff like this. Let me know which image was your favorite in the comments as well. Hope you have a good one, and until next time.